Hi, it's Pleasure in the Body night tonight in the sanctuary. Yay! I'm very excited about this, but I got to tell you, there's a lot of energy on it. It was a little tough for me to ground this tonight because there's so much excitement. So that's really good. What I have planned for us tonight in our meditation is to take a look at our master self first and do a little deprogramming of the energies that prevent us from being able to have pleasure in the cells of the body. And then once we do that, we're going to take a look at our pleasure vibration and clean out a couple of things in that so that it's all squeaky clean. And then we'll run our pleasure vibration through our energy channels and into the cells of our body tonight. That's what we're going to be doing. All right. By the way, when we talk about pleasure in the body, of course, the first thing that comes up for everybody is probably sex. Yes, sex is a wonderful way to have pleasure in the body, but there are other ways to enjoy pleasure in the body too, like massages and things like that. And I was thinking about when I was a child, I remember very clearly one time running so fast that I felt like I was flying. I couldn't feel my feet on the ground. And that was pleasure in the body. So there's a wide range of things that will be pleasure in the body. But let's go ahead and get started taking a look at what's in that space. Oh, one thing I should tell you, actually, back up, open your eyes. Sorry about that. For any of you that have never worked on a master cell before, the master cell is found in the pineal gland, which hangs down like a little finger about in the center of your head, a little bit back from the center of your head. And it's one of your glands, and that's where we're going to take the master cell out of. So how you do this in the meditation when the time comes is you just postulate that you're pulling a cell out of your pineal gland and putting it on your screen, and then using a circle, just the graphic image of a circle, to work on the cell. Okay. And then after we heal the cell, we're going to put it back in the pineal gland so that it can act as a teacher cell to the other cells. Okay, that was the preface that I needed to do. All right, go ahead and close your eyes and get comfortable in your chair. Put your feet flat on the ground and create a brand new grounding cord at the base of your spine. Go ahead and put that grounding cord on release and start to let go of the energies of the day. You can let go of your work energy or school energy. If you had to do driving around town or for a distance, go ahead and release the energy of being out in the car and driving. Let go of any projects that you might be working on in your personal life or your business life. See if you can let go of your responsibility energy. Let that go down the grounding cord. And then you can just postulate that you're releasing any energies that are keeping you and your body out of present time. Let's go ahead and ground the female energy. Go ahead and create that female grounding, a big tube underneath your uterus that drops into your main grounding. And then ground your ovaries and sciatic nerves into the uterine grounding. Go ahead and start to release energies out of your female space. You can start with male energy. Maybe let go of some expectations too, other people's expectations of you. And look around for any demand energy and let that go. And go ahead and create a grounding cord out in front of your abdomen to ground your female creative energy. Ground that all the way down to the center of the planet. And take a moment to just let all the energy that has accumulated in your creative vibration to release. And then you might also see if there are any problems out in your female creative energy and just ground those out. Okay. We're going to start by giving our master cell a healing. So what you're going to do is postulate you're taking your master cell out of your pineal gland, placing it on your screen in front of you, and you can use a graphic symbol of a circle to represent that pineal, the master cell, and then put a grounding cord underneath that master cell. And again, what we're going to be doing is clearing energies that prevent you from being able to experience pleasure in the body. So any of the vibrations that might curtail that. And we're going to start by taking a look at religious energy. Go ahead and look in your master cell and see if any religious energy lights up. You can go ahead and ground that. And I'll be a little bit more specific about the religious energy. I'd like you to ground out your concept of sin. Just ground that right out of the master cell. And one of the ways that you can look to see if you got all of the energy of sin out of your master cell is to toss a little neutral purple energy into the circle, specifically to look for any of the vibration of sin, and that neutral purple will stick to it. So you can go ahead and toss a little of that in there. And wherever you find the purple, you just send that purple down the grounding cord. It's a great tool to go back and get the last of the energy of what you're trying to move out. Okay, the next vibration to look for in your master cell is the vibration of guilt. Find all the guilt you can find and send it down the grounding cord. You might find people coming out of your master cell as you ground out guilt. And those might be the people that you feel guilty towards. Just say hello to them, send them down the grounding cord. And the next energy to look for is judgment. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and give the master cell a gold sun right now and replenish it, since you have already released some energies from it. And you're already releasing energy and pictures from your own space, so go ahead and create a gold sun above your head and give yourself a gold sun. Okay, we're going to go back to the master cell, and I want you to look for control energies, and that might be something that you toss a little neutral purple at the circle with. That might be an easier way to find control energies. And then once you've cleared the control energies, another big control energy is punishment, and or the threat of being punished for pleasure in the body. So let's go ahead and clear punishment first and then take a look at the threat. So go ahead and say hello to any punishment energy. Find in that circle and ground it. And then look to see if your cell has been programmed with threats, like a threat to you if you do something with your body that upsets someone else. And then government energy. Look to see if there's any government energy affecting your pleasure in the body. And then the last thing we're going to clean out of the master cell is any pictures that the body is a problem. Look around for that energy of the body as a problem and ground that out. Okay. Now what we're going to do is fill the circle with freedom and permission. So go ahead and create a great big gold sun of freedom and permission above your master cell. And fill it in. And then ask Supreme Being to bring the vibration of your master cell up to gold. And when that cell is vibrating at gold, go ahead and put it right back into your pineal gland. And if you want to watch where you place the cell back in your pineal gland, you can oftentimes see the gold starting to grow around the cell as it teaches the other cells to raise their vibration. Okay, good job. All right, now what we're going to do is say hello to our vibration of pleasure. So let's go ahead and create that in the symbol of a rose. And ground that rose to the center of the planet. And as you look at your rose for pleasure, do you get a sense of any past time energy or past life energy where you might have been persecuted for experiencing bodily pleasure? Go ahead and look for that energy. And if you find any, send it down the grounding cord on the rose. Next, in the rose, look for any stop energy or what I call no energy. And that's the energy of no, you can't have pleasure or stop it. Go ahead and look for that vibration and clear it. Now we're going to say hello to the religious programming in your vibration of pleasure and ground it out. So again, you're going to take a look for the vibration of sin now in your rose for pleasure. So look around the rose for any energy of sin or pictures of sin and send them down the grounding cord. Next, go ahead and look for guilt in your pleasure rose and move that out. And we want to also check the rose for any punishment. So look for that vibration, go ahead and ground it. And then look for any controls on the rose. Do you see any control energy or perhaps any beings associated with the rose? And you're going to move the beings away from the rose or out of the rose if you find them. Give them a gold grounding cord to the center of the planet and a gold line of energy from their crown chakra up to a gold sun, and then ask Supreme Being to move them out. All right. Now what I want you to do is take a look at this rose and ask the question, who is senior in your pleasure vibration? Are you senior, or is there somebody else that's senior in this space? And you may find a father or a boss or a brother. Say hello to whoever that control is, and go ahead and move them out. Send them down the grounding cord. And then put yourself in the senior position. One way you could put yourself in the senior position is to see your face in the rose so that you're the dominant person in that space. Okay, now we're going to fill the rose in with gold. So create a great big gold sun above the rose, fill it in. And take a look at what your rose looks like now. What color is it? I want you to find the color of your pleasure vibration in that rose. And you can move the rose over to the right side of your screen. We're going to use the color vibration from that rose to clean out a chakra person. So you're going to go ahead and create a chakra person out on your screen, just like a gingerbread man or gingerbread woman, and put the 7 chakras on it. And you're going to take the color from your pleasure vibration rose and arc it over into the crown of the chakra person and let that energy start to go down the back channels. Let that pleasure vibration travel all the way from your crown through each of your 7 chakras down to your first chakra. Let it swirl around in that first chakra, taking up about 10% of the earth energy in there, and then move the rest of that pleasure vibration up your front channels with that 10% of earth energy. And you can branch some of that pleasure vibration out into your arm channels too, at your throat chakra. And then bring the rest of that vibration up through your upper chakras and let it fountain out your crown. Go ahead and take a moment to run this vibration of pleasure. And as you're running it through your energy channels, also have the postulate that you're bringing it into the cells of your body. Let that pleasure vibration move throughout your whole body. What I see is that by running this pleasure vibration through your body, it's like flipping the on switch for pleasure. Like giving yourself permission to have pleasure again. Go ahead and start to collect up your energy from the week. Direct it into a big gold sun above your head. And when that sun is full, go ahead and fill yourself in. And when you're ready, you can come on out of trance. Good job. Got the pleasure in the body. Hope you have a good time tonight. Enjoy the body. You might want to take a nice hot bath with Epsom salts or essential oils, something that's going to really validate your body after this work tonight. I'm just taking a look at all of you. There's a lot of energy coming off of the bodies. That's a good thing. Be aware of what you eat in the next couple of days and how much sleep you get in the next couple of days. When we do energy work on the body, it's a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a little bit more pronounced when it's a body growth period. So you want to take the time to pay attention to your eating habits and your sleep and your exercise to help the growth period. Excuse me. Because as the energy and pictures are coming out, what you need is to keep that going down your grounding cord. If you're not grounding, then the growth period starts building up in your aura, and that's when we start to feel awful. Those are the growth periods that we make fun of and go, oh God, a growth period. So you don't want that. So to avoid it, you want to stay grounded every day and pay attention to all of those body needs, the sleep, the food, correct food, lots of water, and you'll be fine. And also, you can, in your meditations, go ahead and rerun that pleasure vibration through your energy channels to get more comfortable with it so that it becomes like a regular vibration that you run. All right. Well, I did not check the calendar, so I'm going to go real quickly to the calendar, see if I can see what the next event is coming up. That might have been, actually, that was the last event for March. So now we're into April. And the one I can tell you about is our Female Fridays meditation is on freedom of speech. So that's coming up, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So I hope to see you in that too. I guess that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoy your pleasure vibration tonight. And I will see you on Friday for the female meditation. Got my eyes on you. Have a wonderful evening tonight. And thanks again for joining me. All right. Bye-bye.